Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. Bluegrass Trapper here. Been a minute since I've done a video since trapping season's over here in Kentucky. But I do all my own mechanic work here on our vehicles, whatever we got. And I actually enjoy it, believe it or not. And what I'm getting ready to do today is change the rear brakes on this 2006 Honda Recon 4-wheeler. I already replaced the brake cable that went up to the handlebar here. That was seized up, back brakes were completely gone on it. I bought this little 4-wheeler and I knew it's going to need some work to it. I just rebuilt the carburetor, and I didn't know if this kind of stuff is something people would be interested in watching or not. I didn't get no footage of the brake cable or the carburetor rebuilt, but I got it running pretty good. Get the camera situated, show y'all what I'm doing, and we'll get started. Alright, so first thing I'm going to do is take this wheel off. I believe that looks like about a 17. You see what I got over here? Yep, 17 do it. I just got this sitting on a block here. So y'all when I get the wheel off, stay tuned. Now I got all them load nuts off. Wheel just pop off like that. Now the next thing, we gotta get this cotter key out. We gotta take that axle off. Got it out 2 pieces. I believe that's 30 millimeter. Yep, perfect. Alright, y'all stay tuned. I gotta figure out how I can hold this and get that off. Actually, I know how I can do it. Maybe that'll go right up under the frame like that and hold it. There we go. Alright. Sorry about the cat getting in the way. So, we gotta get out of the way here. That cat's obsessed with being loved on. So anyway, got the axle nut and a washer right there. Now, this right here just pulls off like that right there. Fits in those grooves. I'll put that back, I'll put new grease. Just like so. Lay that back there, and then what we gotta do, break those 2 loose. And I'm gonna try to do that with the pressure wrench. There we go. Got 2 nuts, they're coming off together. Well, there we go, now let's separate it. One of them's a lock nut, and the other one's axle nut, and that holds the bearing stuff in it. Nuts just come off like that, and there's one that has a little lip on it right there. Remember that's the first one that goes on when you put them back together. Now I gotta take all those bolts loose. Now this one, I already took the nut off of this brake cable right here. Make sure y'all can see that. Got a closer shot here. So this brake cable right here, I took the nut off it. The other one, I gotta remove those cables and take that, all those nuts loose and pull that whole cover off. So this brake cable right here, you can hold it with an 8 millimeter wrench. Hold it with 8 millimeter, then spin these off. And this one goes to the foot pedal up there. Got a spring right here, you don't want to lose it. Now I gotta work those cables out. Get these up out of here. Out of the way. I'm gonna let them hang right there. They're a little stiff. You just don't want to kink them. And that little spring right here, remember not to lose it. Alright, I'm going to break all these loose. Show you what it looks like when I get them loose. Alright, now I believe I got to take this handle off too. I forgot about that. So just remember where that's at. It goes about straight up and down. But I believe it's got to come off in order for me to get the cover off. Got a little nut down here at the bottom you can just loosen up. And it should pry off of there. Alright, there we go. So it's got two, like it's open in the middle. It's got those grooves that fits on those studs, so you have to work them both out like that. This cover's probably been loose before. That's what I'm noticing, that the seal that's in here, like a homemade seal on there now, looks like. Well, the whole thing's wanting to come out. That's alright, just pull the axle over like that. You don't want to get too rough with this. This is aluminum. And what, for now, I'm going to pull the whole thing over. Don't want to have to take that other wheel off to get this off, but if I have, there we go, perfect. So what you have here is a washer. Goes up against that bearing. And then there's another washer in behind it, right there. So that went in there like so. I don't know how good a shape that bearing is. It feels alright. I'll turn you back in when I get this all the way off. It's supposed to slide off of there. The brakes are in underneath that. So what I gotta do is get this cover and the bearing all slide off of there. Y'all stay tuned. Alright, so I got her to slide off. This rubber seal right here is what was holding it. And that goes right inside that. So, slides off like that, which that's what, right there's your bearing. That's what I want to make sure that's still good. And I believe it is. And right here's your brakes. So, I ordered those on Amazon. And they got a spring in there just like that. You can see the springs. Just pull these apart. And they pop right off of them studs. Now sometimes when you order these, they'll come with the springs, and sometimes they don't. So if they don't, you just got to reuse your old springs. These brake pads actually don't look that bad. I don't believe. They look pretty new. I don't know, but I'm going to grab a new set real quick. Make sure these are the right size. I thought I ordered one on Amazon, but they sent me two. So I'm not sure what was up with that. As far as the thickness of this, yeah, I can tell. These are wore some. They're probably wore quite a bit. These are brand new, aftermarket, but put these came with the springs. When you order them on Amazon, you can find them with or without the springs. I just went ahead and got them with the springs, so I wouldn't have to worry about that in case the old springs are weak. But other than putting them on like that, now there's a little lip right here on that stud and a little lip on that one, so that they kind of lock in there. And there's the brake handle. So when that's square like that, so when you pull the brake handle, it spreads those apart. I'll show you better how it works if I get the handle and put it on there. So when you pull that, your brakes spread apart like that. That's what stops you. They're kind of a pain to get to, but once you get them, I mean, it's not that bad as long as everything breaks loose like it's supposed to. Grease everything up real good, which is definitely a good thing. I think it was like this, yeah. Now that slides on there, like so. Now I definitely got to put my rubber seal on there, make sure ain't no chunk in there or nothing. Like so. That's what was stopping me, because the seal's a little tight over those threads. And the main thing, make sure you got that seal straight where it's not rolled over. That's a nice tight seal right there. Perfect. Put her back together. Been smooth. Put this bearing back. Actually, I'm going to put right there, it's supposed to have a rubber seal. Clean that up real good and put a new sealer on there. Y'all stay tuned. Alright, so that gasket right here, a little rubber gasket supposed to be right in here. It seals that off. Well, that gasket was shot. So what I went back with is the OEM import gasket maker, which will do fine. All this cover is for, it's only over the brakes. It don't cover the rear end. Well, it essentially does. But keep dust out of this area. Dust, mud, water, what have you. So now, hopefully we'll be able to slide this back in. And I greased up everything that looked like it needed it. Let's see, I don't know if that lined up perfectly. So this rear end here is all one shaft. It doesn't have individual for each side. The front has its own suspension on each side, but the rear's got one center. Line that up, and I start my bolts in there and tighten that back up. Look, Cat, you're gonna get grease everywhere on you. Yeah, you got grease on your head now, and you're rubbing it all over me. I swear. This cat just showed up here. Somebody keeps dropping them off. We got two black and white ones now that somebody dropped off, and they wind up here. So, what do you do? All of a sudden you're a cat person. Anyway, alright, kitty, you need to get down. I'm greasy, you're greasy. Alright, put all these bolts back in. Turn them back in. When I get that put back together, just put everything back together like we took it apart. Alright, now when I tighten these up, I like to do it. Go across the corner. And that's just the way I like tightening stuff up, instead of doing one side then the other. Again, apologize about the furry cat in the way here. See a little bit of that gasket maker coming through right there, which is fine. Well, I know I got enough in there to seal it off. I don't know how many pounds of pressure it's supposed to have tighten these up. You could always go by your owner's manual, but you don't want to over tighten them. That's aluminum. I'll say that's good. Now we need to put this back on. Need to be cleaned up a little. They had it like this. It's got a little bowl to it, if you will. And that was turned in, but it has this little washer on this side. This washer fits inside that washer. Put this washer on first, and then the small one goes and fits right inside that one, nice and snug like that. And then your bolt or your nut with the flange on it right here on the outside, it goes up against that washer. First, tighten that up, and then we got your lock. This is a lock nut after that. Get this tightened up, I'll cut you back on. Alright, so now I got those nuts on there, and I made them just as tight as I can get them. Because you want them good and tight so I don't wear all your stuff out. Alright, so the brake lever right here, when you put it on, remember it's double right here, but you want to make sure you're far enough back where you're getting brake when you get it on there like that. So I'm getting brake way before it comes up and hits this. I might go back one more notch. Got grooves in it. Something like that right there. Put this little bolt back in. Tighten her up. Y'all get the gist of it. Tighten it up. Put this back together. Y'all stay tuned. Alright, now that I got my brake cables back on, or the brake lever back on, take the brake cables, run them back through the hole here. Don't want to forget these little round things go inside there for the bolt to run through. Run the bolt back through there, like so, and then put your nuts on there, get it adjusted the way you want it. Oh, I forgot my springs. The springs go in here. Don't want to forget those. I mentioned them earlier. This top one goes up to the handlebars, and the back one, the lower one, is the foot pedal over here. Now I just put these nuts on there, get them adjusted according to where you want them. We'll put this hub back on here. Tighten everything down. Put the nut on there. Cotter key. And we're good to go. Y'all stay tuned. Show y'all what it looks like when I'm completely done with it. Alright, so I got my brake cables back on. We got good back brakes with the foot pedal, and right here's the foot pedal. Match that down. Got good back brakes with that and the lever up front. So put the wheel back on, and that's it. So I appreciate y'all watching. Hope I helped someone out there. The next project on this four-wheeler is put this light bar on the front. If y'all be interested in seeing that, just let me know. I'm going to wire it either to the lights or run a cargo switch, but put them on the front right here. So that's it. How you change the back brakes on the 06 Honda Recon. Appreciate y'all. Like, subscribe, comment. Catch y'all next time.